Right there. That's your deer. That's your deer. Right there. You ready? You ready? Track it. Okay. Starting this one out on a sled trail. I think. Good conditions. A little bit of breeze, but nothing that'll affect anything. 24 hours, track's about 800 yards. And I don't stay on this sled trail very long. I hop off into the woods up here a little bit, maybe 20, 30 yards up here. Just to, just to make sure she's not going to just tool down the sled trail. Looks like she's tracking my footprints right about now, but I could be wrong about that. I didn't, well, I don't know, I might have walked through there. That's where I cut off. Looks like she got it. Not quite a 90, but just wanted to make sure she just didn't tool on down the sled trail and she acknowledged the turn. Now we go through just a little bit of this clear cut, nothing strenuous. Certainly not as big as that one we did the other day. And we go do a little jinking up and down a hill and go through some tall grass, and then we get into the swamp, which isn't much of a swamp this year. It's been so dry. It's really kept the mosquitoes down to the lowest level I've ever seen in my life, which has been nice, but not the best for tracking. But good conditions today. Got down in the 30s last night. We go jink up the hill here. Let's see if she, yep, she's getting it. Yeah, I got down in the 30s last night. It's up to 50 right now. That's wrong. Let's see if she, yeah, she's gonna get tangled. I'm gonna go get her. He's pulling, but she's gonna need help getting off. I got you. Get the dog off, give the dog slack, and then follow when she gets to the end of the rope. This could be a little bit of tricky footing in here, so I'm going to try and be careful. That's not right over there. I think we went straight down this way. Let's see if she comes back. She is. Should go with her. But she's definitely in search mode. I know that because I laid the line, but I'm just being lazy and not going down the hill with her. But okay, she came back on her own. Now she's wrapped up, but she's back on it. You can tell just by the pull. Checking that growth. Likes what she smells, carries on. Oh, interesting. I think she's right, wanting to go up there. Let's see if she gets it. Yeah, that is the line. Full disclosure, I used some blood on this track, not because she needs it, just because she's been doing blood-only tracks for the whole off-season, and I wanted to see what it looks like, see if there's a difference. It's just curiosity on my part. It should make it easier for a dog at this level, and by this level I don't mean like expert or anything. I just mean entering her second year. Any amount of blood should make the track quite a bit easier for one of my dogs. I mean, I pretty much stop using blood after the first year. Whoa, this stuff holds scent pretty well. But there's all kinds of holes you can step in. She's not having an issue with the line right now. How much of that is she's just getting tuned up for the season? How much of it is the blood? I think blood is significant when a dog doesn't use any. And then you throw in, I mean, I didn't use that much. At the most, I used an ounce, over 800 yards. Call it an ounce. But blood is nuclear. That's why I stopped using it. After the first year, I feel like let's make it an advantage for the dog if we have it in more than just microscopic levels in the real world. Kind of like swinging a weighted bat in the on-deck circle. Okay, done with the tall grass. Now we head into the swamp that's not near as swampy as it's ever been. It's really kind of amazing because, this area we're going into right now, at least half the time, my foot would be coming down in water easily over my ankles. And it's almost hard to find a puddle now. So it has been a remarkably dry spring and summer. And I'm not bitching about it. It is what it is. It affects tracking conditions, but I know there's people in Texas that are laughing at me right now, so it's not that big a deal. It's just not as good as the actual seriously wet swamp. And right now, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm seeing what I would expect with that ounce of blood. An ounce of blood, 800 yards, is like every 20 or 30 steps, there might be a drop. Here comes a turn. Let's see if she gets it. I mean, there's a lot of twists and turns, but so I tried to take the easy way, but that's the first 90 or greater. And it looks to me as though she got it. Oh, Lord. I'm wearing myself out with all these practice tracks. It's good training for me. But haven't stopped doing my daily exercise, which is something I quit. I don't know about this. I think she might be tooling off. She sure looks confident. As confident as she has looked. I thought, I didn't know if I went this far into the sticks over here. Let's see if she can show. There's a marker. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Nobody that watches these videos regularly would be surprised at this point. But she looked good, so I followed her. That's how you do it. I just didn't remember going this far to the left after that turn. But look at, you can see her, if you can see her. Her nose is on the ground. She's very confident, following a line, no doubt about it. That tree fell down and I had the marker on. Interesting. Just broke right off. But there's another one. So we're good. I know I'm a broken record, but it's just astonishing how dry it is in here. Every step would be squishing through water. I say this all the time too, but this stuff in here really, this mossy, swampy stuff really holds scent well. So that's an advantage for her. But I think the ease with which she's so far covering this track is mostly due to the drop of blood here and there. It's just astonishing how much easier a track is for a dog when there's quantities of blood that are visible. A little twisty and turny, but there's a marker. So I think we're probably good. And she sure looks good. I mean, I'm putting tension on the rope right now because she's wanting to go hard with her nose on the ground. And you can see when she smells objects and then immediately continues, that's just her confirming that it's her line, which is what she's doing on the ground too, but it's easier to notice as a human when they check out an object and then say, yep, that's it. Now, we go up this hill, so my death pant may get a little worse, but I think I'll make it. That's wrong over there. Don't know why, but she's correcting. Yeah, see the air scent? Who knows? Is she smelling the line? Or drop of blood? Both. But she definitely air scented the line right there, and it helped her reacquire from farther off. But either way, when she got out of the scent, she threw her head up and started searching on her own, which is what you're looking for in that situation. Okay, she's right on it, I think. There was a deer stand somewhere in here for years, and I couldn't find it. I was gonna walk right past it. Okay. There's a turn. Kind of threw her for a second, but that's a 90, and she got it. Whew. I am out of breath, but I'm not dying. Now there's a jink left here. See her? She just got it. Nice. Okay. Questioning herself, but then she comes right back to where she liked it. And that's what we love. A dog that recognizes being out of the scent sooner than, it'll save you a lot of walking. If they go 400 yards and say, wait a minute, this isn't right, whew, that can be tough. But they take 3 or 4 steps and say, no, it's over here. You love it. So we're happy right now. Just trying to keep from getting face planted. That's what it's all about in this stuff for an old fat guy. All right. Well, and if you watch these a lot, you can see, I mean, we're not there yet, but you can see how easily she's getting this. And there's really not a lot of blood. Certainly not enough that you could eye track. So this would be a deer that we would get a call on for sure. And she'd have no problem with this track. I don't think she'd have a problem with it if I used no blood. But there could be, with a dog this age, She's not blood dependent, but there still could be spots where she misses or needs a restart. But certainly hasn't happened today with barely an ounce of blood over 800 yards. And I won't do this again. Really all we're doing is cruising into the season with some continuity here. I like the dog, especially a young one. Val, not so much. He gets it. 8 years worth. With a new dog, I really like them to, when we get that first call, you know, have at least half a dozen to a dozen tracks under their belt. Practice tracks. Cruising into that first call. See that look right there was, I got this, or you coming? It wasn't, can you help me? Or is this right? Oh. Now we go down a hill and hang a hard right to our target. So she covered 800 yards pretty quick today. And I mean, I have to say it's because of the ounce of blood. No doubt. She would have had to work quite a bit harder if I didn't use the ounce of blood. It's just shows you how much easier any blood more than microscopic blood makes it. This low area here, I mean, it's almost a running creek normally, and this year it's just the mud's a little squishier. Okay, I think she missed her turn. The target's off to the right. See the air sending? She's in the cone. It's right on that rock. Let's see her find it. Boom. Good girl. Very nice, Phoebes. Great track. Very nice. Good girl. Good girl, Phoebes. Good girl. Yeah. Taking your leash off. We're on public property. Yeah, hit your reward. I might steal that hoof because I'm running low on targets. Because she keeps burying them, so I'm gonna give her this ham, and I might throw the last piece so she doesn't notice that I've picked up her hoof. Good girl. What a good dog. What a good dog. Here, get that piece. All right. And got the target. She's gonna come back and look for it though, to go bury it now that the ham's gone. It's not gonna be there. Yeah, see? You can see there's a bunch of drops of blood, more than one drop underneath the target. And I do that on purpose because I like to see that proximity alert. And you can see where she made that left turn. As soon as she got in the cone, the wind must have been pulling the scent down this hill and into that low area there. Not to get too scientific on you because I could be full of crap. But that's probably what happened. And she smelled it over there, and then it got fainter. She whipped back around and said, no, it's back behind me. It's stronger there. And that's when she zeroed in on it. So I got to see that. An obvious proximity alert. I don't know if it's as obvious as other dogs. I mean, Val hops around like a prancing Tennessee walking horse, and he wags his tail when he's taking credit for it. But now she's kind of following my route out, which just goes to show you they definitely can smell you 24 hours after you've been here. You're part of the track, but you're not in the real world. I always emphasize that. So anyway, that's our track with 800 yards at 24 hours with just an ounce of blood. And you can see how she cruised right down there. So that's why we practice and train without blood. So when you get a track like that in the real world where the hunter really can't find that next spot, but it's out there in greater quantities than just microscopically what's dripping off the deer, the dog has no problem with it whatsoever. Life is good. We'll keep practicing. We got today's Friday, less than a week before they start shooting bears, and less than 2 weeks before the bait sitters start calling us. So we got some more time to practice as long as I can keep stealing these targets back away from her. other than that, thanks for watching. Take care.